Hey guys, what's up? It's KD Forest here, back with episode 5 of the Road to 400k series. So as you saw in the last episode, at the end we were almost at the end of our time limit on the account. So we basically tried to see what would happen if we traded NFP. But obviously now we're on to an account which doesn't have any time limit. So obviously our chances are increased by a lot more because there won't be so much pressure on me to really make the money in that time period. And yeah, it's just a better system basically. Obviously I explained that in the last video, but I just wanted to remind you guys. So this week we actually had a really good week. I think we won 3 trades and we lost 1. I think, obviously as we're going through, I'm going to explain each one. I have got them up here. Maybe I lost 2 trades, but we will see. But yeah, so really good week overall. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So Monday, what happened Monday? Okay, so Monday was obviously the first day on the account. We were looking forward to hopefully making some profit on the account on the Monday. So I just want to show you what I saw. So we were on GJ, which obviously is wifey, my favorite pair. Just because GJ moves faster than any pair that I know. But yeah, let me show you what we saw. So we've got this EMA, we're just above EMA, so what time was it? Just after the open, so obviously it popped up in the open and then shot down. So obviously we've got this part here where it made a supply zone from. So I dropped my zone here. And then as it come up here, touched here, but then unfortunately we got a fake out. So this is what I was looking for. Let me just show you. We're looking for about 1 to 2. Let's get that stop right. So we're looking for about 1 to 2. So price literally faked me out, came back, and then wicked me out within, well, it took like 15 minutes, but unfortunately this one was a loser. Obviously this big red, like these big red candles basically gave me an indication that it was going to go lower, and we had been bullish for a little bit of time, and obviously recently it looks like we're quite bearish given all the news and stuff that had happened in the previous week. But yeah, so unfortunately that one didn't work out. I'm going to put the loss just up here. Alright, and then let's get into the next trade. So I think this was on the same day. So yeah, this was on the same day. So we had, what did we have? I think it was this one. I think we got a 1 to 2, so let me just check to make sure. Let me just check on my phone to make sure this is the right one, because I've got all of the profits saved. Let me just check to make sure. So GJ, and then we got a buy. 126919. Oh, okay, I know where it was. So I actually got in a little bit early on this one. So I think I got in at about here. So this is maybe a little bit higher. So we got about a 1 to 2. Let's have a look. Wait, it was just above a 1 to 2. So yeah, this is what happened. So I just want to quickly break it down for you. So obviously we got this high over here, and this high was then broken. This body didn't close above it, so obviously that's a little bit scary sometimes, because obviously this could just be liquidating all the sellers that were already in and then coming down. But we were still confident within this trade because we had the 200 EMA below, and yeah, then it came down, filled in this gap after breaking this structure and this structure as well. We just broke this one up here. Sorry, let me just quickly show you this one and this one. And then we broke this high up here, and then we came back down to our zone, and then obviously we got in here and we got about a 1 to 2.3. So I'm going to post the profits again up there. So we're quite happy with this one, because obviously after losing, I think we lost about 620 or something, including commissions, because obviously I'm on a high lot size, so the commissions are the thing that cost me a lot in my losses, because obviously because of the big lot size, we're only looking for short moves. Like look, I had a 3.9 pip stop and I collected 9 pips, but I made £1,200. So yeah, we were up for the week so far, so we were up about 1.5%, which obviously we're super happy with. Any day that we win, we're super happy. At the moment, we've been catching a lot of 1 to 2s as well, which has been really positive for our trading. But yeah, let's get into the next one. So obviously it turned up to the market. So we had some GBP news here. So at 7 o'clock, I don't exactly know what news it was, but obviously that's why we got this big move. So then when I came to the market, I was like, okay, wait for the open, see what happens. Marked up this zone, got the 200 EMA aligned with it, I don't know if it's near yesterday's high as well. So that's what we're really looking for. I haven't actually cleared this up with you guys before, but the yesterday's high is a big confluence for me too, because obviously if you look at the daily candle, then if we're trading above yesterday's high, that means the daily high of yesterday was broken and the daily candle is then trading above the previous daily candle, which is a big confluence. But yeah, so what happened is obviously price came to this area and we were looking. Did I get in earlier than that? Let me just check again. Sorry guys, it's really hard to remember exactly what we did. I think I did get in a little bit earlier. I think I was holding for about a 1 to 2. Yeah, I think I got in at about, I think that was 1 to 2. So I got in a little bit just before the candle. I think my 1 to 2 was like, I'm gonna say, what is the entry on here? 2126899. So it's about, oh, it's actually there. So I'm going to explain this one real quick. So basically I was hoping for a little bit more on this trade. So I remember what happened. So we got in here, really nice, started going up. Obviously we're happy, we're in profit. Price got to about here and I was like, okay, I know this supply is there, so if it comes back on me, then I'm going to get out of this trade. But there was potential for it to continue higher, which it did eventually do, but I was trying to catch it, obviously in real time. So obviously it's a lot harder for me. But yeah, so I tried to hold for a little bit longer. I think what I actually wanted it to do is, like I said about the daily high, so we were trading above the daily high here, so I was expecting it to continue to trade above the daily high. And that means I would have been looking for this high to basically be broken. Unfortunately it didn't work out. I think I eventually got out at about a 1 to 1.5, so price came back down here, and so then I got out there. I'm going to put the profits up here again, but obviously we're still happy because we made 1.5% again, so we're up 3% already in the week, which is incredible really, you know, considering last week we unfortunately took away the last account and now we're already up 3% on the new one. You know, it's just really nice trade so far this week. But yeah, that was that for today, or that day, sorry. So yeah, we were up 3% for the week so far. Obviously we're feeling really happy. Let's have a look about what happened next. So, right, I think this was the trade. Yeah, it was. So there's a few things I want to explain on this trade, sorry. So we marked up to here, just the body of the candle. We didn't mark the previous wick. So then we got in here, obviously looking very bullish. I just want to add that. So remember, a lot of people will say, you'll see a lot of this, the trend is your friend, okay? And there's no denying that. When you're trading with the trend, you're always more likely to win, and you're going to win more than you would if you were counter trend trading, if that makes sense. So obviously if I'm going with the trend and it's going to continue to the upside, there's more chance that I'm going to be able to get a better risk to reward ratio, which is obviously what we look for when we're trading. So ratio to reward is one of the things that we base our trading off. I actually am really happy to get 1-to-1s. But yeah, so let me just see what happens here. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to get up the trades that I took, because it says here. Okay. Oh, I know what happened. Yeah. So, okay. So on this day, I had to lose to win. So I just want to show you guys something. So I don't know if I've ever told any of you guys, but I mark up the last 2 candles sometimes when I'm drawing my zones. So marking up the last 2 candles. So price come up here. We're still thinking we're bullish. We're breaking above this high, etc. We're getting close to the yesterday's high. We're moving towards yesterday's high. So yeah, we've got this structure up here. We're breaking this structure. We're breaking this one on the most recent. So it came up here, and then where we entered for the first trade. So I won 1 and I lost 1. So we got in here, and we were aiming for a 1-to-2, which obviously would have happened if our stop wasn't as tight. So yeah, we came up into a little bit of profit, and then basically price came against us. And I've explained before what I do. Sometimes when price goes against me and I'm still confident that it's going to go up, I enter again. So I open the same lot size position trade, and this is what I did on this trade. So I entered another position, I think at about here. So about halfway down. and then obviously we're still looking for that, and that would have been lovely. If this hadn't have come down here, if this had just been here and then it had gone up, lovely. It would have been a beautiful trade. We would have been up like 6% for the week. I would have been laughing. But that's not, unfortunately, not what happened. So I told you guys before that obviously in trading the same lot position, when I risk 1%, say I risk at halfway, so 0.5% against me, then I will only lose a half more percent with the chance to gain like 2.5% more, if that makes sense. So I gain a lot more than I would if I lost, and the losses actually are quite small. So I lost on 2 positions originally on this trade, which was very sad. We were gutted about it. Obviously we're feeling like, oh, yesterday we done so well, why did we lose us today? But then it gave us another opportunity to enter. So it gave us this entry, so we took it. I mean, this is one thing about trading, this is what I want to tell you, although your emotions might get in the way, you can never be scared to take the next setup. So the setup happened, what, like 5-10 minutes afterwards? I was like, okay, I'm going to take that setup again. And then we did eventually win. I can't remember how much I won on this one. Okay, I remember what happened. So, price, what I wanted price to do is I wanted it to go for 2 to 1. And I was trying to hold, so it got to about here. But then price started coming back against me. So just basically to make sure that I wasn't going to lose after losing twice on the day, I closed out my position at about 1.5%. So I think I ended the day about minus 100, which isn't bad, to be honest. Obviously it was a break-even day. After the week we had, we're still up about 3% or just below 3% due to this. But yeah, really happy still. I'm more than happy to take my profits there. Obviously if we had held and it had have hit our take profit again, we would have been very happy, because I remember at one point we were up like 1.25k, so that would have put us up another percent for the day. But obviously price came back against us, and basically we didn't want to then end the day losing after being up and being break even. Do you know what I mean? So that's why we took our profits there. I'm still not mad about that. Sure, if I'd have held, it would have won, and I would have won more. Do you know what I mean? I could have possibly even passed the challenge. But at the end of the day, I didn't lose money. So if this trade had then gone up and it had come back and then wicked me out again, I would have been a lot worse mentally than me closing and making it a break-even day. So despite not winning on that day, I'm still happy with how the trading went, because protecting the capital and not losing money is a lot more important than always trying to win big. So yeah, really happy with that. Still up about 3% for the week. And then we're going into Thursday, which I actually made my final trading day of the week just because it was a good end to the week. And I didn't want to then trade on Friday and then potentially make my week worse, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna show you what was happening. So all morning, right, we got these, we were waiting for basically price to, when's 8 o'clock? So we got 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock, boom, breaks up. We're thinking, oh, okay, it might be a bullish day. There's no real setup here, there's no gap here. I'm not happy to take that trade. Otherwise we would have tried to get in bullish. But obviously then after a little while it started coming down, we started making lower lows. But basically what I wanted it to do, I wanted price to either break this high or break this low, because we're trading in a range basically. Look, we're just going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So who knows? Who knows where it's gonna go? We had some yellow folder news at 10, because I remember this. So we finally broke this zone. We're like, okay, cool. We've got this tiny little gap here, and then this is where we ended. And I just want to say to you guys, I think it was a very small stop. So a 5 pip stop on GJ. If you are a nervous trader, right, I would not recommend trading my system at all, because a 5 pip stop on GJ is scary. GJ moves so fast. You think, how frequently? Let's just quickly go. How many pips is this candle? Right, 7 pips, 8 pips. How many pips is this candle? A smaller candle? Right, 4.3 pips, almost 5 pips. So realistically, we're moving at about 5 pip candles all the time, realistically. There's very, I mean, this is a super small one. Let's have a look at this one. How big is this one? That one's 5 pips. So 5 pip stop, I could be stopped out within a minute, 2 minutes. But the news hit, and then it just started dropping. I can't remember how much I made. I think I made a 1 to 2 again. Let me just check. I think it was a 1 to 2. Yeah, 1 to 2. Obviously, if I'd held this trade, we would have passed the account. I mean, I only had to hold till there. So we were super happy. But we got out at 1 to 2, and when we could have also caught this move was actually the move of the day. So if you look at it, we've got this area here where price came down to. Obviously we're very bullish. If we look on the 1 hour, oh, I've messed up. Sorry guys. But if we look on the 1 hour, this area is a 1 hour demand, right? And we're in a very bullish market with GJ recently. So if I'd have drawn my zone here and got in here, I once again would have had another trade, but still we made 2% on this day, so we're really not that fast. So up about 5% for the week, up a little bit more than 5% I think. I think we're up about 5.5%. So I need about 2.5% to pass this account. I didn't trade on the Friday because I'd made 5.5% in a week. For any traders out there who know about trading, 5% in a week is a lot of money to make, or a big percentage to make. So obviously I'm only on a 50k account, which is still a feasible amount. If you think that's 2.5k that I made in a week. On a 100k account, that's 5k. On a 200k, that's 10k. So like those numbers, as you get a larger account, realistically are all you really need to make. So 5.5%, I'm really happy with that. Minus commissions, I think it's like 5.3%. So I need about a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 2 and a 1 to 1 to pass this account. So going into the new week, I'm going to be super picky with my setups. I'm going to continue trading the way I have. I mean, my trading has been really good recently. As I was saying in the last video too, I haven't really lost any money recently. I haven't been in drawdown realistically at all on the account. Or on the previous account, I was in a little bit of drawdown, but we were about break even. I think we were in a little bit of positive and then we risked it on an FPE, but that's beside the point. So coming into the new week, we're going to hope that we're going to be blessed with some really good setups, and yeah, we're just going to keep going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But actually, do you know what? Before I end this video, there's something else I want to add. So this is a little gem for you guys for you traders out there. So I just want to speak to you about emotions. So the emotions as you're trading. So this is one thing I just want to talk about. So emotions obviously can impact you a lot when you're in drawdown. But also the reason I took a break on Friday is because being up a lot on the account as well can also have like an emotional effect on you. So when you're up on a lot on account, so like I could be close to the target, I'm up about 5.5%, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm good, blah, 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 this trade looks good, boom, I'll take it. And because I'm basically so excited, I'm so happy with how everything's going, I can become a little bit unaware of trading or the reality of trading. So like I can take a setup that maybe isn't the best setup just because you think, oh, you know, I've been doing really well and everything's been going so well for me, so it can't go wrong. And then obviously when losses hit, then you can get emotional about that and it can really ruin your trading experience. That's just one thing that I've been through and I understand throughout my trading career hasn't been beneficial to me. So that's why I took a break on Friday. So we're trying to just calm ourselves, keep in a calm frame of mind and understand that we just need to continue doing what we're doing and then we're going to kill it. But yeah guys, that's all I've got for today. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.